the moment is that one of our two major political coalitions is growing more extreme, more authoritarian, more paranoid, and more detached from reality by the day. Republicans seem to think Joe Biden's army of Antifa super soldiers is going to come to your house and take your Dr. Seuss books and your hamburger.
Red meat from your diet. For Americans, that means a limit of 4 pounds of red meat per year.
Americans would have to cut red meat consumption by a whopping 90%. That means only one burger a month.
Part of his climate or green targets are red meat. He wants to cut out 90% of the red meat that you all eat. That's 4 pounds a year.
Listen, 4 pounds a year, that's my weekly consumption of red meat at minimum.
No burgers on July 4th. No steak. I'm sure Middle America is just going to love that. Can you grill those Brussels sprouts? So get ready. You can throw back a plant-based beer with your grilled Brussels sprouts and wave your American
finger in the cake batter before it goes in the oven. Joe, I told you to stay out of my kitchen. My hands are clean. That's only one hand, Joe. I'm going to show you the other one. But you need to know there's chocolate on it from earlier today. Anyway, the point is, this is what they're focused on. Dumb line. Newt Gingrich claimed Biden was attacking Americans with so-called traditional values by repealing a policy imposed by former Secretary of State Mike Pompeo that banned diplomats from flying gay pride flags outside U.S. embassies.
If you listed, having to realize whether it's threatening everybody who believes in the Second Amendment, or it's attacking everybody who believes in right to life, or it is attacking people of traditional values who are appalled that this administration would fly the gay flag in embassies all over the world. I mean, you just go down item by item, and it's almost like they have a checklist of what can we do that will really, truly infuriate traditional Americans.
Yeah, totally. The same social affairs, including one that led to his resignation as Speaker of the House, should hold his tongue when it comes to so-called traditional values. And why are the gross, adulterous creeps always the ones lamenting the decline of traditional values anyway? Is it because when they say traditional, what they actually mean are ready for you? You put on your sweater and sit by the fire reading the newspaper while the kids whose birthdays you don't know did the chores, and then you'd head back out to get spanked on the ass with the Forbes magazine in a hotel by a porn star. Remember that story? Talk about red meat. Yowza! They're flying the gay pride flag at the embassy in Reykjavik, and they won't let me take my gun on the glacier tour, which is all well and good, until we encounter a threatening gnome. Give me your wallet and all your fermented whale meat. Yeah, that's right. I'm from Ireland. I'm here on a visa. These people are so deeply detached from reality, they think the biggest problems facing America right now, amid a once-in-a-century pandemic, economic crash, rising poverty, and fictional meat bans. What's next? Is Antifa going to force you to take the COVID vaccine so Bill Gates could inject you with a chip to track how many hamburgers you eat? Again, I'm only barely exaggerating, because last week, Wisconsin Senator Ron Johnson went on an insane and dangerous... There was some sort of vague conspiracy going on with all the emphasis on vaccines.
The science tells us that vaccines are 95% effective. So if you have a vaccine, quite honestly, what do you care if your neighbor has one or not? I mean, what is it to you?
If I fill your bathtub with daytime raccoons. But despite furious pushback from sane people, Ron John doubled down in a statement saying, I believe government's role, and therefore my role, is to help ensure transparency so that people have as much information as possible to make an informed decision. Cowardly way by quote unquote just asking questions. It's called the Tucker Carlson maneuver. Soon you'll start squinting like you're trying to solve the jumble on the back of a cereal box and laughing uncontrollably at inappropriate moments like you just got released from Arkham Asylum.
I'm kind of more worried about, in case you haven't noticed, is like boarded up. So that's more my concern. Well, in other words, you're being replaced and there's nothing you can do about it. So shut up.
I'm not going to even make fun of that laugh because I'm worried if I do, the next and so they don't spread it to someone else. Also, young and healthy people are getting sicker and going to hospitals in higher numbers, especially in states with high case numbers like Michigan. And lastly, we want as many people as possible to get vaccinated so the virus isn't constantly circulating at high levels and we can get back to... Thank you, Fred. Finally, a perfectly timed rim shot. Yep, but we just only need the one, buddy. Fred, seriously, just no more rim shots. I mean, what am I? A proctologist? Okay, well that...
You watch Nancy Pelosi hand me that gavel. And I promise you this. I won't bang her with it, but I'll bang the end to the socialism and yes to America.
That is, one German tourists come up to me and ask, "Can you tell where's the headquarters of the little chocolate candy man?" So you mean the M&M store? Yeah, we want to meet the sexy one. I wouldn't mind either. I'm from Iceland. Too much just to score dumb political points with your base. When Republicans spent a year investigating Benghazi, Democrats weren't like, "Hey, while we're at it, could we also investigate what Harrison Ford's been smoking? Whatever that strain is, let's legalize that now." It was like my man went to Union Station to catch a train, and only then. That's what we write jokes about. No more MASH references, no more jokes about Vince Vaughn, Owen Wilson buddy comedies from 20 years ago. From now on, it is all fresh, topical, pop culture references here at Late Night. Anyway, McCarthy was asked if that...
No, listen, my conversations with the president are my conversations with the president.
Wow, he avoided that question like he was Vince Vaughn in Dodgeball. Buddy, you're killing me here. I would never divulge a private conversation. I'm a discreet guy. You know that about me. Do I gossip occasionally? Sure. Right? So I lied when I said our references from now on will be fresh. Much like Kevin McCarthy lied in that answer. Segue. Because first of all, there's no way Trump didn't know what was going on until McCarthy called him. We have contemporaneous accounts telling us Trump was watching. It never occurred to us, but we could have avoided his presidency by just planting him in front of the wall of TVs at Circuit City for 4 years. Circuit City, folks, they love us there. Won it in a landslide. Sadly, it wasn't enough to overcome all the fraudulent votes from the Wiz.
Welcome, as I call it. Welcome to A Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. Have we got some of us, the greatest accomplishment of the last year was washing our sweatpants once a month. Every 6 months. I will eventually wash them. The mustard stains make a lovely camouflage pattern.
It's incredible. It's incredible. Like, it's incredible. My mom met my dad. They had sex. It's amazing. Like, do you know what I'm saying? I'm here. You know what I mean? So, I'm so happy to be alive.
Daniel, you don't bring up your parents' sex life in your Oscars in China, but instead, the Chinese media played down her win and just urged Ms. Zhao to play a mediating role between China and the United States and avoid being a friction point. Okay, China, she just won an Oscar. Even Gwyneth Paltrow got a few days before she had to negotiate the Kosovo peace accords. Another big winner last night was Frances McDormand, who won her 3rd Oscar for Best Actress. That's 3. Those are Streep numbers.
Presented here tonight.
Okay, I get that people in the industry want theaters to reopen, but counterpoint, this weekend I watched Mortal Kombat exactly as it was meant to be seen, on my couch, in my underwear, while holding a half-eaten Taco Bell. People giving us the full frontal. But just get this part, not this part. But get used to it, because as more and more people get vaccinated, the world is getting back to be what used to be normal. And I'll tell you all about it in tonight's edition.
Healthy, take a day off from work and you get out of rest. Maybe take a nice selfie, so go get your shot.
Oh, we're so close to getting sued by Disney for that. Just tantalizing. Come at me. We learned yesterday we'll be able to visit the European Union over the summer. Hot damn! I can't wait to travel to fabulous destinations like anywhere but my grocery store. As proof, Europe will require all tourists to come with a vaccination certificate. Printers. The point is, Americans, just go get inoculated. Think of the amazing things you can do and see in Europe. You can go to Vatican City and visit the original Olive Garden. You can lie on the ground and get a photo where it looks like the Leaning Tower of Pisa is just your penis. You could just take out your penis. A lot of places in Europe, that's fine. Or you could use a weird bathroom that has no toilet, just a couple of places to put your feet and some handholds on the wall. It does have a toilet, it's got a shelf in there for some reason, like some sort of observation deck. So that's Germany mostly. Just go get your shot, okay? Because going to Europe is only one of the perks of vaccination. There's also poll. Vaccine hesitancy is especially strong among Republicans. The rate of those who say they won't get the shot is 30%, or as Republicans call it, a majority. As usual, the situation not being helped by Johnson has very publicly refused to get the vaccine, and he took to the radio Thursday to explain why.
Because it's not a fully approved vaccine, I think we probably should have limited the distribution to the vulnerable. Pushing vaccines on people. What is the point? If the science tells us that vaccines are 95% effective. So if you have a vaccine, quite honestly, what do you care if your neighbor has one or not?
Because the whole point of vaccine is that everybody gets it. One interesting group of people refusing to get the vaccine, people who have gotten the vaccine, because millions of people are skipping their second doses of COVID vaccines. I can't believe it. Americans are saying no to seconds? Apparently because they feared the side effects, which can include flu-like symptoms, unlike the coronavirus side effects, which can include death-like death. Other people said that they felt they were sufficiently protected with a single shot. Skydiving's perfectly parachute. Let's go! Speaking of politicians tempting fate, over the weekend, far-right Congresswoman Lauren Boebert tweeted, Joe Biden's climate plan includes cutting 90% of red meat from our homes a year. Why doesn't Joe stay out of my kitchen? I agree, Joe, definitely stay out of Boebert's kitchen. I've seen her breakfast nook. All over the internets, the idea that Biden wants to limit America's meat huffing caught fire, and that Biden's climate plan does not ban meat. In fact, neither Biden nor the White House has signaled that his climate plan will include changes to the American diet. We know what that means.
Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys.
British rag, a bunch of Republicans got the meat sweats? What the hell do the British know about American food anyway? They put vinegar on their French fries. I can't believe Biden's gonna take away my blood sausage, my bangers and mash, my bubbles and squeak. Sure.
No burgers on July 4th. No steaks on the Barbie. I'm sure Middle America is just going to love that. Can you grill those Brussels sprouts? So get ready. You can throw back a plant.
Some beer companies are fighting back, and the Late Show's newest sponsor is one of them.
Are you in the mood for a cold brew, but don't want any of that snowflake plant-based beer? Then reach for a refreshing bottle of and our full-bodied beer bourguignon. You can really taste the meat. So when you want a real beer made with man ingredients and no environmental agenda, reach.
I thought it was so good. I don't know. Like, I was telling Heath, I wish that you guys didn't remember what you remembered in your head, because it came across as like you guys like spoke more logically. Like you hit a side of your brain. This time there was no pause. You had an answer and it made sense.
That's pretty insane that there's like, usually I have to think about what I have to say. And by the time I'm thinking it, we're already on to the next thing. You know what I mean? But like she was saying that, Zane, you should smoke more before.
I think he should get medicated just a little bit.
Yeah.
I was watching it and I was like,
I'm taking so long to answer. And like the time felt like it was like
a
minute, but it passed like nothing watching it back.
Or it felt like we had been recording for 40 minutes and it had only been 20.
We had a whole fight in the kitchen about how long we were recording, and I knew we were recording for
Pollock.
Yes, and they're so
for
good.
little kids.
No.
Hold on. What,
you
like,
know
what's
some
in it?
moms have messed
There's
up.
different flavors. So there's like a
accidentally.
chocolate martini. There's what
Like a
else is
neon
there?
green.
I'm thinking of
buy
the
these
flavors.
at gas stations?
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
they're
so
incredible.
fun. Like if you're at
Category than like a liquor, a spirit. You know?
liquor, I barely know her.
Liquor. Maybe don't lick her at all.
I will leave her alone.
Yeah.
But he said like 40 proof, 80 proof. Does that mean it's like 80% alcohol? Like
Hikes, everything is so slippery because it's like granite,
Mm-hmm.
and like the rocks have been so worn down and like polished from people just like hiking the trails.
Yeah.
It is slick.
And these huge rocks and mountains, they're not made for
It said, if you guys have little kids, prepare a treasure chest for them one day to discover. Make it now and go bury it. And then make this really obscure treasure map and put it in their room framed. So
Michelangelo.
Yeah.
But the only one that didn't make sense was Raphael.
Yeah, Raphael Ortiz.
Oh.
Update?
Update on what?
Your testicle.
No, I don't have an update yet. I'm still waiting for the results.
She shouldn't.
No, she's like, it's gonna be warm, so like, just she's just preparing me. Heads up. So she
girdle your loins.
It was really cold in the room, so she put it on. She's like, ooh, that's really cold. Because I had to like pull it up because it was shrinking because it was so fucking cold. So I had to like just pull it on it, and then like she's doing the exam and there's music playing. Okay, so she's just like taking like just a ton of pictures.
Is Zane? Are you sure you went-
she's
Why
just
does
like
this not sound right?
She's putting like a face filter on your balls.
So she's taking like pictures on the computer of like just doing her thing, and all of a sudden, my God, I am so sorry, and I'm dying laughing. I'm like, no, it's okay, it's fine, I don't care. She's like, no, I gotta switch this, and she turns around and like puts the song down, and she puts like lowers the
In
song.
your head, were you like, what is this woman doing? Is she really a prescription to like basically get an MRI?
Yes.
Right? Like
Yeah.
you have to be like approved.
Yeah, you can't just walk in and ask for an MRI.
Scan me.
Yeah, just come on, I'm asking for it.
Are
you dying for it?
I had to get an MRI and they wouldn't give it to me because I had a heart. Sure, there's no metal in your body. I'm like, no, the only heart surgery I ever had was an ablation. And he pulls out the book of like heart surgeries and like comes out and is like, I don't know, man. I have to talk to your cardiologist that did this ablation because
Cameron Dallas. I feel like that's the same field.
Oh.
Ugh. Yikes.
Imagine we're panning back and forth. We're talking. All of a sudden, it goes to that couch. She's gone. It goes to Noah. She's sitting on his lap.
This is ADHD.
Yes, and that's why they don't want your kids eating like.
And I love Doritos.
Oh, that's Mariah. That's why we so fucked
I
up.
love Doritos.
Damn.
Okay, so trisodium phosphate is in a lot of our cereals.
Isn't it in like toothpaste?
That's sodium lauryl.
On the spot, man. Call her ass.
We used to get extra credit for knowing the Declaration of Independence. I learned that. The President's in Order. I learned that. I loved like those challenges. I needed extra credit every time.
Nucleus, the brain of the cell,
didn't learn that
cytoplasm
song.
fills it well. Vacuole, storage sac, cell membrane couple.
Just end this episode.
Only
Guys, thank you so
implants,
much for
not
watching.
For all. Now I know my parts
I
of the
read-
cell. Don't want my teacher think I'm swell.
I read another.
That's stupid.
Mariah,
Shut up!
Shut up. I read it.
If we were on the topic, I read another story where.
Kidding me?
Yeah, my bad. All right, well, when we return from the breaks, we will find
go
out.
Get him.
if-
Go get him now. I feel
Well,
terrible.
we're gonna be outside, so we gotta end this segment.
He's outside. You just said, right?
Yeah.
Before we continue, we want to give Zane and Heath.
Again, that's BetterHelp.com/Zane and Heath.
Thank you, BetterHelp.
We love you.
I used to love eating pineapples. I eliminated
pineapples give
out of
you
my
canker sores.
because there's an enzyme in pineapples that breaks down the lining of your mouth.
For the spring season, and then we got sent home because of COVID.
Oh, okay.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. And so
I thought you were about to say TikTok happened, so you lost.
no. So yeah, so that's actually funny because when they sent us home for like obviously because of COVID,
Yeah.
they sent us all home. I did this. Yeah.
Your mom. So your mom was a teacher too, right?
Yes. My mom teaches second grade, and my dad is a law enforcement, world history, and the soccer coach.
Damn.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Now, stud.
My dad's a.
I like.
I'm sure they tattle quick out there, huh?
Yeah. If you, no, the teachers like wanted. They were like, "Ooh, like Noah did this today in class." And my mom was like, "Ooh, sorry," but and like they just, I felt like they just wanted me to get in trouble.
Yeah,
when I, get
I
home.
feel like
was
teachers wouldn't like the student.
academies. So there's a team in the MLS called Real Salt Lake, and they are based in Utah. And so they had like a youth academy team that I would play for, and I played for the U16 team and the U18 team. I played for the U16 team for.
Me like check.
It did make me. It did make me feel insecure.
It's
So
like
I
one in
didn't.
3 guys, right?
Do you get to like keep whatever they took out of you? Like
I don't.
You put in like formaldehyde.
You put it in your ass.
oh, it's fat.
Yeah, it's
why
breast
would you-
tissue.
It's breast tissue, yeah.
Adipose tissue.
Attaboy.
Right under the nipple, and like the
And you
scars-
can't see the scar really. Like
I'm literally-
Todd's,
I'm
you
still
would not
wearing
know.
the bra. The
Oh,
compression
nice.
bra. You have to wear.
No, that's a holster.
yeah. It's like it's like a vest that I have to wear.
That looks like a nice little Outback Steakhouse steak.
Little rip. I come out with lipo and a tummy tuck. You're like, what the fuck?
We move out to LA and we want to do all these surgeries,
no.
man.
What's
We
your
just-
heritage?
I'm German, Irish, American.
Oh, just what?
Yeah.
What?
Jesus.
Oh, it was just a doll that we used for a bit. But
No judge.
So the mission's still on. I hope you fulfill it.
he's not gonna.
I bet it's with your fly zapper somewhere.
Yeah, true.
Oh, my fly zapper got stolen from my house like a
They
few
were
months ago.
sleeping and somebody broke in, took the fly zapper, his car key.
Because they were trying to
Did you
steal
steal
my
the car?
car, but Todd was parked behind me, so he
It's a whole thing.
Oh, they
Yeah.
couldn't even get out.
couldn't even get out if they and like
and there's a video of him
Of them trying to
walking
get
into
out?
the house
yeah,
That's
pretty
hilarious.
crazy.
while they were sleeping.
Wild.
For
Isn't that
for a
wild?
long time, we thought it was someone like we
Thought it was a sway boy.
Could have been Jaden.
So we did.
He was
we
trying
were-
to get the other half of your wig.
Dude.
Very
Oh,
good.
man. What color are your eyes?
Spread.
And we also have hazelnut Cremota coffee if you
Yes,
want
I'm
to
interested.
swipe up.
Very good. Thank you, Mariah. We really appreciate
You're
it.
welcome.
Good plug.
Thank you.
This is so stupid.
No, ask it.
So if you bought a bullet is to drive like a Nissan, you're with the, you know, all these like
You
flashy.
literally just
doesn't
called
have
this
to
car
buy a
shitty.
sports
I love
car.
how humble that is of you.
No, I hear it
Hold
enough.
on a second. The crew you hold on a second. The crew you run with, they're like you know
that's
driving
true.
these crazy.
They drive
su-
Oh, yeah. Right. Let me tell you a thing or three. Didn't I say I got places to be and people to see? I did my research this time. But last time, if he would have been broke, y'all would have made me miss my meal ticket. But I guarantee y'all don't sabotage this one. I'm gonna make sure of it.
Well, you need to be a little nice to us because we deleted the video of you being mean to us.
Ain't that just said get out the car? That's what that means?
Well, you never let us out, so how am I supposed to know that?
Whatever. This time is your lucky day, okay? Let me tell y'all something. Don't mess this up for me. I'm your mentor.
You, mentor?
Yes, hurry up.
You just like an old hoochie mama, but okay.
Hey. Sorry, kids. Crazy kids.
Yours?
Oh, kind of, but not really there. I'm the mentor that mom's on crack.
Oh.
So, yeah. Sad story. Anyway,
Doing whatever necessary.
which is? I'm starting to think this whole babysitting thing is a front.
Yeah, she literally with a different guy every single second.
Right, I'm starting to think she's a prostitute. What you think?
Get out between y'all. Ain't got nothing to do with me, so I'm gonna make my way on nobody. Like I said, you ain't going nowhere, homie. Who gonna stop me? Me, nigga.
Hold on. Hey, oh shit. Nigga got it going. Time to go.
Alrighty, so last night was the 93rd Academy Awards, and the excitement was... As per usual, the show ran well over 3 hours. That is with no musical performances and no host. To save you the time, we're going to cover all the lowlights. This video is sponsored by ExpressVPN. Alrighty, so imagine the excitement, the thrill of being in Los Angeles amid the 60,000 movies. Nor have I real interest in seeing any of these movies. So, The Father, a movie about a man with Alzheimer's and what it's like to be a person with Alzheimer's. It's a real picker-upper. Judas and the Black Messiah, in which we learn that the Black Panthers were actually the best thing that ever happened in America. Mank, Herman Mankiewicz, and why the 1940s were great, and why the 1950s were great, why all these movies were great, but we don't make those movies anymore, so we'll just make a movie about making the movies. Minari, the story of an Asian-American family attempting to make it in the United States, and really about the evils of the American system. No, Black Panthers were kind of awesome. So, if that sounds like just an evening to you, you just grab one of those movies and you make an evening of it.
Find anything interesting? Rocks!
The number of people who saw any of these movies, 0. So now we are going to go, spoiler alert. First, we had the opening monologue from Regina King, who always looked stellar, but said some weird things about COVID.
People have been vaxxed, tested, retested, socially distanced, and we are following all.
Tell me that this is dangerous, but right next to me is a slap in my face. This is safe, 50 feet away.
Best Supporting Actor was Daniel Kaluuya. He won for Judas and the Black Messiah, a movie you haven't. Many of those people suggested that only freedom came out of the barrel of a gun. Many of them were engaged in criminal activities. The kind of rewriting of American history so that MLK was the bad guy and Malcolm X and the Black Panthers were the good guy is kind of astonishing.
Sorry I had a fight in the middle of your blood.
And that's kind of how the evening was, frankly. And here are the winners of the Best Short Film Award. And apparently they got their suits directly from the same place where Joe Pesci got his tux in My Cousin Vinny. They wore this.
On average, the police in America every day kill 3 people, which amounts to about 1,000 people a year. And those people happen to disproportionately be black people. And, you know, James Baldwin, not be indifferent. Please, don't be indifferent to our pain.
Okay, I have a question. How many of those people are criminals that the police kill every day? When he says 3 people are killed every day, that's not 3 black people who are killed every day. That's 3 people killed. Statistics, because otherwise the suggestion is that the police are wildly pro-Asian, since very few Asian people are killed in confrontations with the police. But again, facts and stats don't matter. All that matters is emoting on stage. We'll get back to this riveting take on the 93rd Academy Awards in just one second. What device you're on, phone, laptop, smart TV, all you have to do, tap one button to get protected. Like, for example, now, as you will see, it says not connected, doink. And now, we're connected. My information is safe. So, if like extra months for free, go to expressvpn.com/Ben to learn more. Tyler Perry received the Humanitarian Award. Here's what he had to say.
It is my hope that all of us would teach our kids, and not only to remember, just refuse hate. Don't hate anybody. I refuse to. They are Mexican, or because they are black or white or LGBTQ. I refuse to hate someone because they are a police officer. I refuse to hate someone because they are Asian. I would hope that we would refuse.
Won an Oscar, and that led to this bizarre moment in which Glenn Close danced to booty, I believe is what it is called.
You know how to do the butt. Go ahead, turn it up. Come on, let's see it. Let me see you do the butt. Let's see it.
Yep. Got nothing there. From boiling rabbits to doing the booty. It's been a career. Glenn Close was not great doing the butt. Angela Bassett showed up and gave a terrible performance, actually just reading the monologue before the In Memoriam segment. It really was chewing the scenery.
We want to celebrate the artists who gave us permission to dream. The technical experience of movie love. Let us as one community say, thank you. You will remain as we remember you in our hearts always.
Razzie for performance on that one. That's the worst overacting I've seen since Al Pacino in Heat.
She got a great ass!
So, after Nomadland won Best Picture, they handed off the microphone to Frances McDormand, who is not all with us. And it got weird.
We give this one to our wolf.
Oscar last night, that would be her 3rd, which puts her in some pretty rare company in sort of the acting community. And she gave a speech. This is Frances McDormand, Best Actress winner for I Pooped in a Bucket.
I have no words. My voice is in. We know the sword is our work. And I like work. Thank you for knowing that. And thanks for this.
So she has no words. She pooped in the bucket. That's what I got there. So there you have it. A bunch of very rich and famous people giving themselves awards for being rich and famous. We should all pray that next year is better. Until then, maybe we can actually go see some movies that we want to see as opposed to watching people win awards for movies no one has seen.
Subscribe button, really appreciate it. Helps out a lot. Leave a like on the video, do all that cool stuff. Get check out Buff Pro on Buff Pro at YouTube and Twitch. Let's see the magic happen.
Oh gosh,
that's cute.
I don't know what's going on or where they are. I don't have any context there, but they're in a hotel. And Ed's like, hopefully I get to sleep in the bed, girl. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's a couch and everything. You know.
But you know, I mean, act like Ed can't fit perfectly on that couch.
I have a great surprise for you. Look at that.
Wow. Ooh, wow, what a surprise. A single piece of cake. That's for Ed into the wine. The wine's
no openings. There's no openings.
Why don't you do a toast and I do a toast?
I don't know what I'm toasting to.
Okay, I'll go first.
Your sense of humor?
Okay. To my sense of humor.
She's just so like passive about it. Like, dude, what are we toasting to? Why are we even here? Like, this is such a great joke.
Good. Cheers.
Thanks. What is it? What is that? I may not be like, I don't know, refined enough to know what those black floaty things are in his drink. Is that ice?
I don't know. Ed's roofie's heading his.
Liz and I are having a good time. I think we're both.
Jesus, she'll go. Okay, yeah. She's over there like,
Is this safe?
I'm gonna just bottoms up, man. Pour me another. Over there, I'm going for the kiss. He about to hit it with a rock bottom. He's got that people's eyebrow up right now.
I'm just so nervous around you. It just took.
Oh my God. Every time he starts talking, here we go. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Let me brace myself.
Okay. Okay.
It just took me a while to get used to your beautiful face, but
It took me a while to get used to you.
Still kind of around, man.
Just you in general, dude.
Yeah, that was a miss.
Burn. Anyways, can I kiss you?
Don't make it weird.
I won't.
She made it weird.
The whole thing's weird. Don't make it weird. How can it not be?
Yeah, like.
Do we have to watch it? All right.
I don't know. Do we?
Oh, he's so happy. Oh, here he comes, scooting across. What's happening right now?
Oh God! What is happening?
It's more than just a kiss. Oh yeah, get in there. He had to even turn his face towards the camera a little bit to make sure they're filming him. He's like, y'all see that? Y'all see the You remember that? You remember that old video we did of
That's another video. Don't worry. That was just the intro to it all.
I don't know. I want to watch the rest of it.
It's so good.
The one where they got married and they just go. Oh, did that just? Yeah. Can you just
like? Can you
leave me alone now?
Yeah. Thank you for being in my life. I love it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you want some more? She never like returned down that drink. You know, she knew it was coming.
I'm still scared of getting my heart broken, but I'm starting to feel something from her, which I never felt before.
Hey, you never felt it before. Ever.
No.
Ever. One more kiss. Oh, she's attacking? What happened?
Too soon for that.
I'm just kidding.
Oh God! I'm just kidding. Oh.
Night with Liz. What Mary told me is like that the Big Ed's just over here bragging about what happened.
What? Hey, pumpkin.
Pumpkin?
Peaches.
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 You tasted like a peach last night. I'm drinking coffee.
Where was Ed at this morning? He walked out to the lobby looking like that.
He had to go work out. He's obviously he's sweating a lot.
Will you fix my head?
Fix my hair, girl.
Is it brushed?
I don't want to.
What is this?
Mayonnaise? That mayonnaise?
Oh God, it's old.
That ain't Miracle
Mayonnaise
Whip.
mixed in with Ed sweat.
Last night was off the charts.
So he snuck out to give this interview.
Yeah. Ed, how'd it go? Ed, how'd it go?
Yo, bro, give us the juicy deets. And he's like,
oh shoot, you know Big Ed.
Hey, you know what's up? Did you guys have sex?
Okay, so yeah, I mean we made love all night.
How long you think? Up in years, you know.
I mean,
all night it's probably like, ooh, it's about 10 o'clock, girl. That was some passionate love making, but old Big Ed and Little Ed sleepy here. I don't believe it.
I don't believe it either.
I don't believe
Ain't
it.
no way. Nope. Peaches.
Oh, I still taste them peaches.
That was great last night, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Both times.
Oh, dear Lord.
All night, baby. 2 times. 2 times.
You know?
Yeah, it's just like he's out here bragging about like his bros or something. Oh, man.
I never had anyone take over and make love to me in my life. It will go down in Big Ed history as the event.
Big Ed
history for real.
Because he just told everybody who watches the show he ain't never had nobody hop on top like that. He opens like that every time. He's old, you know. He needs to lay back.
Liz done blew that man's mind. He's definitely in love.
Is he a good kisser?
I had to teach him how to kiss.
Big Ed can't kiss.
Wow.
Who would have thought?
That really makes me believe that last night was just amazing. Big Ed can't even kiss.
But we laughed about it.
He cried. I laughed, you know. It was all good.
I don't know how to do it.
Know. I also appreciate how, like, she just said, yeah, we had a good night last night and, like, made it all very vague.
Yes.
Big Ed's like, dude, I was like Superman flexing. It was nuts.
We were strapped in like the seatbelts, man. Seatbelts.
I'm probably the first person in history to ever to be able to break out of the friend zone. And
Big Ed history too, Ed. Congratulations.
You did it.
So we might as well talk about this now. How I I think we're gonna look like a couple.
God, she just like looks so like instant. Like
Ed can't just let something be good ever.
This is why Ed is popular on the show. This is why they brought him back, because everybody hates Ed, but Ed thinks everybody likes him.
Yeah,
everybody feels that way. Everybody feels that way. That's why everyone's watching it, because it's like a train wreck you can't look away from. It's not that we have like some hot take about this whole thing. It is just the obvious situation. And maybe they edited it to look that way, but even if they did, I love you. And TLC did not pay me to say that. Don't make it weird.
Don't make it weird.
Burn. Of Skillshare Premium membership. And after that, it's only $10 a month. But not yet. This movie ain't gonna sin itself. Features young Diana learning a lesson about cheating. It has absolutely nothing to do with the rest of the movie. We've already gotten tons of character development from the first movie and the other one she's been in. Why is this needed? This is the most overcomplicated ball I've ever seen in my life. Where do we draw the line on cheating? Why isn't pushing your competitor cheating? Why isn't strength and ability? She just looks like a kid running. Where in the name of Pegasus Ghost is this horse going? Where is it landing? What a terrible event to attend. During the main event, people cheer, the lengthening of banners. They can't watch the race live and they don't have a broadcast system. They watch banners unfurl. Yay! Properties whatsoever. If you were born in 1984, you know this stunt ends like the first time you went down a metal slide wearing shorts.
You took the short path. You cheated, Diana. That is the only truth, and truth is all there is.
The short path? She clearly. The movie is set in 1984, but Operation Wolf was created in 1987.
You don't need a pile of money or some business degree to get started. You don't even have to work hard for it.
America. This guy really walked into a mall jeweler for black market goods with no kind of face covering or mask, or dangling infants. Also, how did she manage to break through just the right skylight to rescue the little girl with perfect timing? This is a huge mall. Also, with all the we've seen Wonder Woman do just today, not to mention the rest of this movie, why did Batman only see pictures of her from World War I during the We've Got Seam security office? Wonder Woman fights in wedges. Wedges? The stupidest shoe ever created, and that's what she fights in? This woman is walking around in the same kind of shoes that people who have Can I Speak to the Manager hair wear. We're supposed to let her save us? With moves like these, I bet Wonder Woman is a gigantic mall.
Sorry, okay?
What secret is she keeping? Is this kid going to not tell anyone about all the crazy 100 people just saw? What the f***? I know NHTSA rollover ratings were pretty terrible on most cars built before 2000, but this roof buckled.
Hey, we can share if you like.
Or you could have just given it to her. Seriously though, Diana knew Steve Trevor for all of a month, and she is still crisp pining for him after 70 years. I've had a longer relationship with the squirrel that keeps stealing my bird food. Ironically, he's also called Steve. Steve. Clumsiness is a character trait for their female leads, but today it's not that day. Yes, I know it's supposed to be a contrast to how dexterous Barbara is once she gets her superpowers, but damn it, that does not make it any less lazy.
Sorry, it's his heels, you know, I just, stupid.
Blaming your heels? Yes, that is stupid, especially considering...
Yeah.
In the name of Zeus's shoehorn, we get it already. This character is clumsy, forgettable, and a general nobody. Do you have to beat us over the head with it? Is the movie seriously saying that Carol had multiple interviews with Barbara, hired her, worked with her for a week, and still forgot what she looks like? Was Barbara not wearing her glasses? She's not Clark Kent, but what she proclaims to be the correct item is actually item 24.
People think I'm weird. They avoid me and talk behind my back.
I wouldn't say they talk behind your back as much as they don't acknowledge your existence. This guy is reading Waiting for Godot, and makes me wonder if it's a play on Gal Gadot's name. Waiting for Godot to get ready for her scenes or some Well, the more I think about it, the more lonely and cold I feel. Like life is meaningless. Like somehow this is both clever and stupid at the same time. That really f***s me up.
To be like Diana. Strong, sexy, cool.
If it felt like this was an option. Instead, the writers have chosen to torture her to the point where even the audience is encouraging her to make this wish just because we want the pain to stop.
Have we met before? You look familiar.
Do the thing.
Do the thing?
Life is good, but it can be better.
The Mandalorian.
Oh, I don't have a TV.
Vegans.
It's going to be an amazing party. I hope you have something nice to wear.
Max survives this. So Alistair was just left unattended in this hugely unsafe and poorly maintained office. There's like a billion hazards up in here. Either Raquel left him here in the first place, or should find that out. In which case, everyone should know this pretty easily, and those who chose to invest are incredible idiots. You know what this movie doesn't have to do? It doesn't have to reduce men to panting horn dogs seconds away from dry humping a beautiful woman, and it doesn't need to make unwanted sexual attention an interesting side effect of being Wonder Woman. What's the game plan here, buddy? Kiss her so hard she loses her ability to notice you walking backwards through the door with your hand suspiciously behind your back, palming a gemstone the size of a horse's willy? Oh,
Diana, hoping I'd see you. Hey, do you know I'm at the White House now?
I'm sure in the movie.
That's amazing.
Good to know that old man Steve can still get a plane boner after 70 years.
Would you like to see my food on?
Sure, when Chris Pine asks this, it's sexy. But when I ask this, I'm told to leave and they revoke my library card.
Oh, so this is how you found me.
This bullshit has reason enough for Diana to be okay with dispossession of an innocent man's body. And is the person whose body he stole dead now? Is Wonder Woman the only person that can see him?
I wish to be you.
Max Lord doesn't turn into the Dreamstone. He's simply granted the ability...
Morning and had about three pots of coffee.
One sin for product placement, one sin for liking Pop-Tarts, and one sin for the atrocities about to be done to that bathroom. While part of me wants to appreciate a male outfit montage, I am also annoyed that we are an hour into the movie with barely any Wonder Womaning happening. We've seen her be fun, and sure, there was the mall sequence, but come on, movie, show me some good
So funny, all this reading seems to have cured my eyesight somehow.
reading.
Yeah, but we can't get you on one because you don't have a passport.
Diana, you're Wonder Woman. You shouldn't need Steve to capture Max. She was able to wave a badge while has one after this? There's no way in hell Steve knows what he's doing in this plane. Sure, he's a great pilot, but he was flying planes in 1918. It's like going from driving a Honda Civic to a Formula One race car.
I forgot to tell you.
What?
Radar. I can't explain now, but they'll see us anywhere, even in the dark.
How the f*** in this movie? And hey, you know when else this would have been useful? Justice League.
Approach, the aircraft has vanished. Do you have eyes on it?
Whether you can see it or not, radar still bounces off metal objects. It's almost like the movie wants to make the jet invisible, non-existent, and operable all at once.
Of July?
Yeah, dickface, you knew it was July 4th when you looked at the airline receipt Max threw in his office wastebasket. This isn't a surprise.
I got an idea.
Is it to stop flying through pretty sky bombs? Because I hope it's to stop purposely flying through pretty sky bombs. Don't y'all have something to do? Rushing off to Cairo?
Your gift. I'll never understand it.
Is she saying she doesn't understand how planes fly? It may be pricey, but you can get a private pilot's license in a couple months if you want to. I am sending this because Diana is an intellectually curious person, and she had like 50 years to figure this out.
That's so easy to ride it, how to catch it, how to join with it.
It may not be as romantic to talk about fluid dynamics, but Bernoulli's principle was established in 1738, and I'll be damned if I'm going to let you get away with this nonsensical explanation.
Barbara?
Don't you hate it when you have an interaction with two completely unrelated people in one completely different place? A sudden wall starts appearing, because this guy wished for all the heathens who dared trod upon it to be kept out forever, but there are still plenty of people who are now trapped on the inside, right? Are we really supposed to believe this wall sprung up in the exact configuration needed to keep all the heathens the script asked them to? Also, why not just wait and see where Max is going, rather than creating a massive dangerous situation on the roads? I know you want to stop him, like, right now, but whatever happened to intelligent, patient apprehending of bad guys, especially when there isn't any imminent danger? When did she pack luggage? Did she have that on her? Attempts an elaborate rescue plan in which she rides a rocket and swoops down to scoop up these kids. But she then ends up dropping them from like 2 stories and rolling over them several times. Then all the trucks swerve to avoid them. Were these kids ever in any real danger aside from the danger Wonder Woman put them in? Hilariously, who are the heroes and villains of this movie? I think at this point I'm rooting more for Barbara and Max.
So who's the next closest person with oil?
Why go through all the trouble of finding people with oil when you can simply wish you have all the oil? Or, in his case, find someone to wish it for him. And why oil at all? Turns out that the magical MacGuffin to survive in space are useless. And yes, he should know this. He is the stone.
I said, but not now.
How is it a secret if so many people saw? Also, asking these kids to keep internal injuries a secret. If this movie had been 90% more sleuthing and investigating and 90% less 80s nostalgia and saw a Mayan shaman on it and thought, here's a guy who might know Dreamstone what are the odds of finding a payphone in the middle of the chaos around them that makes a clear call from Cairo to D.C.? Do you know what payphones were like in the 80s? I do. And calling across town was often a horrible connection.
An ancient Amazon warrior. One of our greatest.
Based on the upcoming description of the armor, it's super weird the way Diana just casually leads into its origin, as if we all have one of these things just sitting in our closet. Also, why is it just sitting in the corner of this room like an old TV set she doesn't use anymore? Walk to some restricted area of the White House, but somehow completely miss the Secret Service, because after all, there are so many places in the White House you can wander around with no one looking.
What's this? Global Broadcast Satellite. Top secret program that enables us to override any broadcast system in the world.
And said he wasn't even here, so what? They just left this highly secret presentation out for the last however long?
Uses particle beam technology just like the Star Wars program.
Oh, you nearly got me.
Apparently it bathes the landscape in a signal of particles that goes in and fiddles with touches.
You said touches?
He did, but not the way Max hopes. But the movie will make it mean that anyway. The absolutely devastating weakening of Diana's powers continues. I don't want to go into too much detail here, but believe me when I tell you that Diana's range of motion is limited by her useless booby armor. Just to be clear, Diana, but she is okay dropping him to the ground via vase shards to the jugular.
Barbara.
How the f*** did Barbara know that Wonder Woman was fighting Max here at the White House at this moment? And how did she make her way through the White House? Jeez, security here is worse than it was in Olympus Has Fallen.
Can't let you do this. Nothing.
Barbara has known Diana maybe 3 days, a week at best. How does she know that Diana has always had everything? The speech is as stupid as those tights she's wearing.
Yes, you're strong, but what did you lose, Barbara? Where's your warmth, your joy, your...
Surely in the event of nuclear emergencies, these generals wouldn't have to fight to get to the president. I'm pretty sure imminent nuclear winter supersedes any meetings he might have.
I'll never love again.
If it means we don't have to see this bullshit in the next movie, I'm okay with that. If it means we get to see a strong woman in the lead who isn't... Have reduced this powerhouse of a woman to a crumpling pile of emotional debris, haven't they? He ate Pop-Tarts in bed. In bed! Let him go. Apparently her lasso can attach itself to the departing soul of her dead love, thus propelling her toward her destiny. They wanted an aide to wish that he could visit the president, but because he already had used that wish on a Porsche, he couldn't use the aide the way he wanted. Now, movie says, F that.
An apex predator. Like nothing there's ever been before.
So, definitely not a cheetah then?
You Irish bastards would get sent back to where you came from!
And I guess this guy isn't Irish, since only the people outside the shop start getting arrested. Yes, telling everyone at once they can have their wish would undoubtedly create massive chaos around the world, but how many wishes are being made that are contradictory? Like what if wherever this bunker is, and in that same time period Wonder Woman was just flying back to her apartment? Did we ever find out how Wonder Woman found this place? Is it because of that scene earlier where she rode the lightning with her lasso? Did the lightning tell her? As much as Diana hyped this armor, I don't understand why she needs it. Or at least why she thinks she needs it. Or worse than this, and the main bad guy isn't even all that physically dangerous, and she doesn't know Barbara turned into a cheetah yet. Scene does not include a Mungo Jerry. Over a decade of the modern superhero movie, and we are still ending these things with basically a same versus same battle of punches and kicks that we know some sort of protection. Doesn't she know this will lower her armor class? No one will be seated during the unexpected Cirque du Soleil portion of the movie.
Then I'm so sorry.
The pandemic for robbing us all of the experience of hundreds of children screaming in terror as their hero straight up murders someone. Try, but in this glorious moment of drowning and electrifying, we don't know that.
Make a wish! Any wish!
I wish this movie would end. This flashback to Lord's childhood would have been far more effective 2 hours ago. It could have provided some great context for the movie's villain. Instead, we spent this whole time thinking he's just chasing power.
To make you proud enough that you'll be able to forgive me.
Good luck making your son proud of you in prison, because you are definitely going to prison after this, right? No, movie, this little exchange, although sweet, does not excuse what Diana has done to this man. This movie will never end. Can't wait to see her flying around and
with absolute autonomy.
Diplomatic community.
I'll always love you, Diana, no matter where I am.
What is grief, if not love persevering?
Maniacal laugh. Maniacal.
I'm regenerated. All right, pal. It's time to go.
Truth is, I am Iron Man.
Royalty in Nigeria right now. Can you ask those Nigerian princes to stop emailing me? What's up, everybody, and welcome to Flagrant 2. Unbelievable, bro.
Who would have thought, right?
Nobody would have thought except me, because I knew it would be.
Have we gotten our Grammy noms yet?
No, we can't get a Grammy.
Oh.
Because I lied about what I just said.
Okay. Oh, okay.
But we can say we got nominated for a Grammy, though.
We can say, yeah. We did get nominated. We got nominated for an EGOT, too.
Oh, yeah. Really? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
We got nominated for all four of them?
Yo, that's fire, bro.
It's called an EGOT, guys. If you had sex in high school, you probably wouldn't know. So Mo,
I should know.
Reposted or whatever on Instagram and TikTok when the first shit came out. But now it's available on Instagram and TikTok.
Right.
But when the fucking song first came out, you couldn't do it.
Yeah. Well, we'll learn for Bitches in the Waldorf. I can't wait to see them videos, yo.
Oh, dude, we couldn't rhyme Waldorf. What? Oh, do you have one of them? Okay, this is somebody went in, and we have two versions where they went in, they're nice as fuck with, beats or whatever, and they started creating the song. This is one version. I don't know who the fuck made it. Bitches in the Waldorf, bitches in the Waldorf. We're
You're
here to
still
change
doing
your
bar
life.
shows in Orlando and you want to open her. Holler at your boy.
Yo, Akash is gonna open
For
for
Tekashi?
Let's go. I like
with
that
it.
tour.
He tried to stage dive and fell straight to the floor.
Did he?
No.
Yeah.
No, they didn't catch him.
Nah.
It didn't look like he fell. It looked like
Nah,
that shit looked
he-
fire.
Al got antibodies.
Yeah, Al did have a rough time. But I'm trying to understand, like, what is the Hindu approach to Corona? Like, stop wanting more air. like stop desiring. Yeah.
Obs? Who's better at math?
Country of the
You know what I
century.
mean?
Yeah,
Oh,
trying
wait a
to
minute.
manufacture.
Whoa.
Wait a minute.
Better at math? Chill out, son.
I'll slap you in your fucking mouth
Chill out.
right
I'll
now,
be honest
dog.
with you. I
I
don't
got
know if y'all are
spelling,
better
but
at
y'all
math.
got
I'll slap
math.
both of
yet.
y'all.
So-
Puerto
You guys can't spell. You guys can't spell
just-
better. You got to give it up to Asians.
No
bro. I
chance,
think you
though.
got to give it up
No
to
chance,
Chinese.
Lance.
Bro, what? Can you explain to me the number thing that India did to make you guys own
What did China
math?
do?
Say what?
What did China do?
Son, there's just something about them, bro. They always look
What
like
do they do? What's the for Indian
that might be
success?
true.
Yeah.
That might be true.
I'll be fucking you up. You know what I
Might
mean?
be true.
Because we didn't live out there in Rockaway or whatever. Andrew knew some Indians.
I
Killing
knew
it.
Indian. No, I'm not saying you guys are
Killing
bad.
it. We
You guys
killing
are
it.
very good at math.
the
I'll give
doctors?
you number 2.
Who's the doctor?
Can we be honest right now? If you got 100% the same, bro.
Yeah. You not copying off the Indian girl?
No.
Son, they're nice as fuck at math.
what?
And we just started letting them do that shit. Think how quickly they got good at
Nah,
it.
bro. I don't think they're as nice at math. I don't think Indian girls are as nice. India, nah.
Anytime a minority's like, I'm working through my trauma, I'm like, what, you reading a book about the past? What's going on? Is that what's going on?
Yo, I actually brought this up this weekend that you guys have a shared history getting bodied by the British.
No,
Right,
no,
right,
you guys
right.
never.
'Cause
You guys never.
no,
What is
that's
it called? What is it called? Hunger strike Corona, dog. You can't hunger strike Corona. That's why y'all getting your ass busted. Is Scotland getting their ass busted right now? No,
Y'all don't
bruh.
got enough people.
Yes, we do.
Because the British done killed them all.
Fuck you. I hate that you're winning this, and I hate that I don't know if.
Food, son.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Come on, you're
I'm
in the
not
past,
comparing
son.
America and
Hold on.
India.
Do you have my back here?
I got you.
Okay, yeah. You can't
Scotland.
even learn how to
Scotland
3D
got
print. Yo,
3D
shut the
printed food.
fuck up.
Scotland ain't got 3D
I'm
printed
German
food.
too. Well, maybe that's the best. Joan of Arc, bro. Joan of Arc, the only French person to win a war, was a female, dude.
What about Napoleon?
Napoleon wasn't French.
Okay.
You know that. He was Greek.
Nah, he's French.
No, he's Greek.
He fought for the French. That counts.
Now outsourcing not a problem.
You had
all
to
of a sudden.
outsource.
Now outsourcing not a problem all of a sudden, huh,
That
Florida?
counts. He
No,
fought for
it
the
doesn't.
French.
He's Greek.
He's as French as you are American, bro.
Whoa. Watch your fucking mouth, son. Where was I born, son? Where was bro? Fully vaccinated. Israel.
Yeah.
Step it up, India. Step it up.
You know, we saw that. That shit got me.
I'm gonna set you up for some Greek.
Son, I thought I was right on that one. I was like, Julius? That sounds kind of Greek. I never met a Roman dude named Julius.
Caesar?
Yeah, Caesar. That sounds super Greek.
Why?
Because I don't think so. Yo, son, if you're a country and your population is declining, you are a gay country, bro. That's a fact. That is a fact of life. Your country is gay. If the population is going down, not up, that is, I'm sorry. Japan population going down, gay. Right? Come on now.
Italy.
What else? Name
Italy.
another country with a
Italy.
population going down.
I think Italy. I think they be struggling to have kids in Italy because the lifestyle.
I don't believe that.
Oh,
one bit.
You ever stayed at a Red Roof Inn?
Nah, I don't think so.
That's not that bad, yo. Red Roof is all right.
Nah, that shit was trash, bro.
I didn't fuck in some places.
Everybody in Oklahoma.
Prostitution legal in New York.
Oh yeah, we're getting back to prostitution is legal in New York, which is also going to up the.
Lay down though.
Was that a Quebec accent?
That's Quebecois. That's how you say hello.
That's Quebecois. Yeah. How do you say hello in Quebecois? Is that You know what I mean? What else? You know what I mean?
Clubbing harder than a golf course.
Clubbing harder than a golf course. Where the baby seals at? Yo, come on. You know what I mean?
Let's get serious.
Bubbly in the bathtub.
Let's get serious.
You know what I mean? Clubbing on a golf course. What? Yo, you are silly. All right, come on. Let's talk about prostitution in New York. Where are we going? Literally 2 hours of sunlight gives you 3 months of charge. Okay, show the app connected to the tracker. You can do it easily. I'm telling you, mind-numbingly easy to make all this happen. You're not going to lose your stuff anytime again. It's so flagrant at checkout, you're going to get 10% off your order. Again, remember that. This is 10% off is in addition to the current sale on Extra. So go to ekster.com. Use the code flagrant. Get that 10% off. Get a new wallet. Go get it.
Bro, New York got the Puerto Ricans on
shipping them
deck,
in, all right, but you don't want, you're not coming to New York
the
to bang some
52nd
New
state
Yorker.
coming through.
Yo, real talk. Can we talk about that? Like, shouts to all the women in New York, but y'all are gross.
Nah, you bugging.
Yo.
I'll be honest. Because most of the girls I know in New York are from, they shipped in.
Everybody shipped in.
Transplant.
Very rare. Al and I are the only New Yorkers, really.
Yeah,
that is true.
There's not a lot. Y'all are a dying breed.
But I would still say New York women are more beautiful.
Because that's fire. That's probably highly nutritious, to be honest. Little squirt.
Got a little taste in it.
Yeah.
A little flavor.
Okay, guys. So the prostitution thing, we're about it. We're not about it. What do you still walked in?
To get a massage, bro.
I know we're trying to get around it, bro. We're trying to get around it, but it's a really hard thing.
How do Jews do it? You guys must have like a system or something.
They always got a
Justify
system.
rubbing dogs, like a Sabbath goy thing. Like how does that work? There's got to be something, right? Like,
you see what I'm saying? Like after some form of exercise, the ultimate relaxation is obviously to bust a nut.
So that's what Deshaun Watson was probably doing this whole time.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? I just need to relax more. I got a lot of games to play. That's it.
Yeah.
It's a workaround, dog. You just got to find a workaround.
So go out there, go get it right now. Let's get back to the show. Okay, there's a few conversations I have about it, but it was an unbelievable fight card, top to bottom. UFC is by far the most entertaining combat sport in existence right now. It might be the most entertaining, ethnocentric about it, dude.
No, never on this show.
Yeah. But like, she was just so sweet, so endearing, so like wonderful, so grateful, so happy. It was just great to see. It's like watching like Jordan win his first championship, or like Kobe. And we're gonna have Usman on in a second. We can talk to him about that. But Mark made a really interesting point about the whole night.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're on the drive home with Colorblind Miles. Miles is the guy that does.
can't believe we let him drive.
It was unbelievable.
Yeah, they can't be pilots.
That is how you get the gears grinding in terms of really opening things up.
Yep.
100%. And I even think optically having the people that were there on camera, like without mask, like someone like Tom Brady.
Without a mask.
Ocho Cinco masked up, going to hug